This is for you 20-year-old personal trainers because these guys are absolutely crushing. I know there's a lot that you can take away from it because if you're working hard, you know you're a high achiever, but you're not really seeing the results that you want. You're not getting the clients, you're not getting the money, you're not getting the freedom, you're not being able to have the impact that you want, and you're a little bit confused as to what to do. Simply, the proof is in the pudding. Follow what these dudes are actually doing, because I just realized I'm not 20 anymore, I'm 31, and I would do things drastically different if I was back in my 20s compared to what is working today. So, for instance, Chase, the big man right here. Dude, now traveling the world, you're now engaged, you're now building a business that gives you the freedom. You thought you were going to be stuck in the gym that you own. That's radically changed in the last little bit. What's exciting for you moving forward, knowing what we've been able to do?
I think for me, just like being so young and just being around you guys and opening up my mind to more possibilities has been probably the best thing about the mastermind itself and being able to come to Thailand, because a couple years ago I would have never even thought that I could afford to come here, let alone leave my business at home and like be able to travel. So just that and getting bigger picture, I don't think age has to necessarily be a limitation. You just have to be willing to do the work. I mean, it's definitely not easy. I don't think that every 20-year-old can do it, but I think if you have the right mentor and the skills and the framework, you can build a structured business that gives you that money and freedom and ability to kind of live the life that you want.
I love that. Okay, then we come to the big unit. This is to my right as well, Adam. Now, not that long ago, this guy was a professional poker player. Now he's complete up and comer and killing it in the actual personal development world. Now, what I love about what this guy's been able to do, literally starting from scratch, that's right, jump to coffee, coffee's galore, come join us, is he's been able to go starting from scratch. Were you doing social media at all?
No.
No social media at all. Somali wasn't even either before getting started, but being able to sell his high ticket coaching programs, now being able to set up a membership site, sell that, help so many more people. Dude, we're here in Thailand, you're living in Bali, you're about to go to France. How long are you going to France for? France for a month with his missus. What's exciting for you moving forward?
Well, anything's possible, really. If you set yourself goals, put the work in, you can achieve anything. So things starting out coaching for me, the scariest thing was, can I do it? Have the skills needed? And it doesn't matter where you start. If you're willing to put the work in, you can get to a point where you learn the skills, you learn the right mentors, you put the work in, you can build a business and anything if you're willing to follow the right approaches. So being able to take on new challenges, which don't scare me anymore, is the most exciting thing going forward.
Dude, if that doesn't give you a nice swift kick up the arse, then I don't know what will. Now, let's go to who we call Jay-Z, also AKA Somali right now. Somali, you've been able to crush it, being able to get so many high ticket clients coming on board. The guy literally has come onto our call so many times saying, we've got a problem, got too many clients, what do we do? So we're constantly changing your business model as well. This guy's a closer of all closers, and we said actually in this episode that you might not have seen so far that, it's got nothing to do with being salesy. We've been talking about your progression is actually, you have a passion for health, fitness, nutrition, training, but really you're a business and you're becoming that businessman, and you're becoming a businessman with freedom and money behind you. What's exciting for you kicking forward?
Well, yeah, it's been really exciting to learn all of the business stuff and how to get clients. And I'm looking really forward for the next month, how I can accelerate my business. It's been huge opportunity.
Good, okay, I love that. So I tell you what, for the 20-year-olds watching right now, what's the one thing you want them to be able to do?
Well, if you want to get clients, you really need someone who's coaching you and giving you the roadmap what to follow. So I think that's the biggest advice I can give to anyone.
What were you doing wrong before, just so the coaches watching now could be like, oh, I'm doing that too, I should stop doing that. What do you think was the one thing you were doing wrong that we've stopped you from doing?
Well, I tried to chase the clients,
Yeah.
But now the clients are coming.
Yeah, that's because of Jay-Z. Of course it is, that's right. All right, so for yourself, 20-year-olds watching right now, what's the one piece of advice you can give them?
I'd say learn to give value. If you can give value in every situation you're in, as a coach, as a person, you get rewarded tenfold. So you change your mindset, go, how can I help my clients the most? How can I keep them the most value in my environment, no matter what you're doing, you'll be a net winner in life. So that's a mindset that Chris has kind of instilled in me, just give value, everything else takes care of itself.
Now, the interesting thing with yourself is you weren't doing anything wrong before. You just weren't doing anything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
You weren't in you weren't in this game that we're playing. You're in a different game, poker game. With someone starting from scratch, because I know there's a lot of people that want to start and get into it, but do you know what I mean? There might be a lot of hurdles. What do you think is, like, what did you need to hear for you to get started?
I needed reassurance from someone like you that I could do it. So I remember we had a conversation and you were like, you're good enough to do this, give me the green light, the thumbs up, you can actually do this. Then I was like, okay, well, I need some sort of structure, a plan, how to do it. You give my action steps from the baby steps from step 1 to 3. I was like, right, let's just start moving. So it's very scary starting your business, it's very scary changing occupations, I've been important for a long time, switching to coaching scary as fuck. But yeah, just having someone who's reassured that you can do it, and then not being scared to jump into the pool and take that first step, and then have confidence that you can learn the skills. You're not going to be good at it when you first start out, you're going to develop the skills as you go, and you just need the right guidance in order to learn the skills needed.
Okay, I love that, it's really good. Chase, 20-year-olds watching right now, what's the one thing you want them to do?
I think just not limiting yourself to like small-minded thinking and thinking that you gotta go to college, you gotta work 9 to 5, and you gotta do that for the rest of your life. You can't really chase your dreams or be able to travel and have the freedom that you really want. I think for me, I could have done that, and I failed at doing that. So just having someone like Chris, and everyone else just inspire me and kind of give me the tools I needed to break out of that and just chase my dreams, my passion has really opened my eyes up to a new world. So, for anyone that's watching this, I think just not holding yourself back from doing what you really want to do in life is really what it comes down to.
Now, what I love and why I wanted these guys to specifically sit down and share this with you, because we're just about to walk into the last day of the retreat here in Mastermind. These guys are in the inner circle, so they're on track to become our $1 million coaches. But it's the dip, like, okay, Samuli, you're in Finland, you're crushing the Finnish market right now, you're dealing with busy female and male, do you know what I mean, kind of like high-achieving people. Adam here, he's in the poker market, so he's doing personal development for poker players. Chase here is running a gym and doing face-to-face personal training, and his online business is specific for female executives. Like, we've got different markets, different starting points, you know what I mean? Like, didn't start at all, it's been just slightly a little bit, was running a gym and was doing personal training. So like, you can see that if you're not pulling the trigger right now, if you're not getting the results here right now, it's 100% your fault. Like, straight up, you've got to take responsibility. You've got no more excuses, because these guys had an excuse, they could have made an excuse but didn't, and that's why I truly believe that they're crushing it as well. So if you've liked this episode, click like. If you have any questions at all, especially for these guys, do make sure you comment below and we'll come in and answer them for you. As always, thank you so much for being here. We're looking forward to seeing you in the next episode.
Now, this is where I want to make sure that you get the most out of being here, and I want to hear from you. So if you've enjoyed this episode, click like, and make sure I can send you the new episodes each and every week. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Also, I really want to make sure that I'm giving you exactly what you need. So comment below. I want to know what you're going to take away from this episode. And the best conversations after every episode always happen in the Breaking Success Tribe. I'll pop a link below for you to join the free group so you get access to the guides, the live streams. I'm in there answering your questions personally each and every day. Plus you get all the episodes as well. So thank you so much for being here and joining us. I'm really looking forward to seeing you in the next episode.